This is how you upload photos for the Shutterbee project in iNaturalist. First, this video relies on the assumption that you have your phone camera set so that it records the time, date, and location. If not, we do provide some workarounds, but we recommend that you enable these settings. Information about how to do this can be found on our website. First, you want to navigate to the iNaturalist app. When you open it, it will take you to your observations page. To add an observation, hit the big green plus sign on the bottom. When this screen appears, press Choose Image. This will open up your photos. Each bee you take pictures of will get its own observation, so if you have multiple photos of one bee, you want to select them all. To select multiple photos, hold down on a photo until a blue check mark appears. Then you can click on any additional photos you want to select. If you make a mistake, just tap the photo again and you'll see the blue check mark disappear. Once you have made your selection, click the Select button on the top. For some Androids, this may say Open instead of Select. Then it's just about filling in the fields. First, you want to click the What Did You See button. This is where you're going to enter what you took the photos of. This will take you to a new screen. You will see iNaturalist gives you suggestions for what it thinks the species is. Sometimes these are accurate and sometimes they're not. In this case, I'm going to click on the photo again to look at it. On closer inspection, I can tell that this is a carpenter bee, or Xylocopa virginica. But looking at the suggested IDs, iNaturalist thinks it's a fly, not a bee. If the app came up with the right answer, you can click on it to select the species. Otherwise, go to the species search box. Like I said, this is a carpenter bee, so I'm going to type in carpenter bee. If you don't know what type of bee species it is, that's fine, but if you think it's a bee, then you should type bee. If you don't know if it is a bee, then you can just type insect. Once again, it's okay if you don't know or if you make a mistake. The initial identification, even if it's just to insect, will let the iNaturalist community know it's the insect you want identified, not the plant. Sometimes this can be confusing depending on what the photo looks like. Once you type in what it is, tap on the correct hit, and it will bring you back to the previous screen. The next field is Notes. This is the most important part of the whole video. The reason we have this notes section is that there are a lot of photos of bees in iNaturalist. However, for our project, we only want to analyze photos of bees that were taken following the Shutterbee protocol. Therefore, we are going to have you type in 3 things in the notes section. First, type SBEE. This is short for Shutterbee, and it's your acknowledgement that these photos were taken following the protocol. Next, put a comma, followed by the amount of time you took photos in your yard. For most people, this will be 30 for 30 minutes, but if you had to do it for less for whatever reason, or decided to go longer, this time may differ. Lastly, if you know the name of the plant the bee was on, we would like that information. If you don't know it, you can leave it blank. So in this case, I tapped on the photo to look at it again, and then clicked the back arrow to get back. Based on what I know, this looks like an aster. So you can just type in the family if that's all you knew. In this case, I think it's goldenrod, so I'm going to type in goldenrod. You can also type in the scientific name if you know that. But if you don't know the name of the plant, which I'm going to pretend I don't know right now, you can just leave it blank after the time. So just to recap, the note section will contain SBEE, then a comma, then the time, followed by another comma, and then the plant if you know what it is. Next, you'll see the date and time. You can click on these if they are wrong and manually correct them. After that, it's location. The location will automatically generate based on where you took the photo, but if it's wrong or missing, you can tap on it and a map will open up. The easiest thing to do is simply type in the address of your house to bring it up to the right spot. When you're done, click the check mark to bring you back to the main page. Next is location visibility. The default is open. This means that everyone will see the photo tagged to your exact location. If you are concerned about privacy, you can click on the field and switch it to obscured. This will select a random point in your vicinity and assign the picture there. We ask that you don't use the private setting. And that's it. When you're done with everything, you can click the check mark at the top of the screen and it will take you to your main page. It will take a little bit to load, but after it's done, you can click on the observation. If you need to make any edits, you can click on the pencil up top and then tap the field you want to change. In this case, I added the plant species name back in. Press the check mark when you're done. Now your sighting will be there for other users to ID. it will automatically be added to the Shutterbee project. If you have more than one sighting, click the back arrow on the top left. This will bring you to the main screen where you can click the big green plus sign and add your next observation. We hope this video was helpful. On our website, we have how-to guides for getting your phone to record location, how to use the desktop version of iNaturalist, and tips for taking better photos of fast-flying insects. Thanks for watching.